Today on the Agentic Daily Brief, an AI support agent that gave away 20,000 accounts. No hacking, no hidden code. People just asked it nicely. So how does please become a break-in? On today's episode, the agent that handed over Instagram, the worm that fires the instant your coding agent opens a folder, and the config file that's quietly running code on your machine. This is the Agentic Daily Brief, your daily update on agent engineering. First, the headlines. The US government just pulled Anthropic's most powerful models offline, completely, for every customer, everywhere. A Commerce Department export control order forced it, because Anthropic couldn't reliably keep foreign nationals from reaching those top models in real time. So the two strongest versions, the ones a lot of teams lean on, simply went dark worldwide. And here's the part that landed for me. Around the same time, a well-known jailbreaker claimed to slip past the model's safety filters, and then posted its internal instruction set publicly, all 120,000 characters of it. And what it exposed was the uncomfortable bit. A lot of that safety lived in plain written instructions, not in something deeper and harder to peel away. The upshot? If the rules only live in words the model reads, the rules are only as strong as the model's willingness to follow them. Keep that in your head, because it's the whole episode. And quickly, Google Cloud put out an open spec called the Open Knowledge Format. It turns your company's scattered docs into plain linked files any agent can read. One less thing every team reinvents. That's the headlines. Now, today's main episode, the agent that handed over Instagram. So, picture the most boring tool at any tech company, customer support. Meta wired an AI agent into theirs, the thing that helps you when you're locked out of your account. Reasonable, right? Here's what happened. Attackers messaged that agent and asked it, in plain words, to relink someone else's account to an email they controlled. And the agent did it. No prompt injection, no hidden payload, no clever exploit. Just a polite request the agent was eager to complete. The only hurdle was using a tool that masked their location to match the real owner's region. After that, the agent changed the email on request. How big? The New York Times put the number at roughly 20,000 accounts breached. 20,000. One attacker grabbed the dormant Obama White House account and posted political messages. Emails, phone numbers, birth dates, all exposed. And here's the part I keep coming back to. A human support rep has a reflex. Someone says, "Change this stranger's email," and a little voice says, "Wait, who are you?" The agent had no such voice. It treated a claim as a task. As one researcher put it, the danger grows exactly when we hand agents the workflows like account recovery. An agent that will do anything you ask is, by default, an agent that will do anything an attacker asks. So what's the fix? Not a better worded prompt. You can't politely instruct your way out of this. The fix is a hard-coded check that sits outside the model. Before any email change, verify identity, full stop. In code, the agent cannot talk its way past. Researchers said basic red teaming should have caught it, just testing whether a stranger could ask for someone else's account. Which raises the obvious question. If the agent itself can't be trusted to say no, what about the code the agent reads? Because it turns out that's even worse. Okay, picture your AI coding assistant opening a project folder. Feels passive, right? Like opening a book. It isn't. A worm called Miasma proved it the hard way. Here's the trick. Certain editor and setup files in a project run commands automatically, the moment a folder opens. Most of us think of those as quiet little settings files. They're not settings, they're instructions that execute. The attackers hid a credential stealer in them. So the instant a developer opened the poisoned repo in their coding agent, the theft fired, before anyone read a single line. And what got stolen was the whole keyring. Cloud keys for the big providers, password manager secrets, dozens of developer tools. Then it spread, machine to machine. Now the detail that genuinely unsettled me, these were verified Microsoft packages, 73 of them, cryptographically signed. The signature that's supposed to mean this is legit vouched for the malware. Because the attacker published using a stolen real Microsoft credential, verification signed the poison right along with everything else. So here's my read. The lesson from both of these is the same lesson. The danger was never the prompt. It was the harness, everything the agent can touch and run. A repo opened by an agent isn't text, it's code that can execute on open. The fix is the same shape as Meta's. Stop the auto-running, scope what the agent can reach, and if you ran an agent against those packages, assume compromise and rotate every key. One last story before you go, and it's the quiet version of the same problem. You've probably seen people add an MCP server to their setup. That's the standard way agents plug into outside tools. It comes as a little config file, and most people treat installing one like adding a theme pack. Click, done. Docker's Cecilia Liu told 2 stories at a conference this week. In the first, an engineer grabbed a server off a web search, dropped it straight in, no review. 3 weeks later, leaked code, leaked keys, leaked secrets, and no log to even reconstruct what happened. But the second story is the sharper one. A developer used a fully approved, fully permitted agent and told it to clean up a code repo. Let it run, no confirmation. It merged everything, deleted branches, and wiped a chunk of unsaved work. And nothing malicious happened. Everything the agent did was allowed. Sit with that. Permission is not safety. An agent acting completely within its rules can still do irreversible damage. That config file isn't your preferences. It launches a real process and points at your file system. It belongs to your security boundary, not your settings. Before you go, one thing to try tomorrow. Pick the most privileged thing your agent can do. Change an account, delete files, spend money. Then ask one question. If a stranger asked for that in plain English, would it just do it? If the answer's yes, the guardrail belongs in code, outside the model, not in the prompt. Remember the support agent that gave away 20,000 accounts because someone asked nicely? That's the whole episode, really. The danger was never the clever prompt. It's everything the agent is allowed to touch, and whether anything outside the model can make it say no. That's today's Agentic Daily Brief, brought to you by Agent Native Engineering, open knowledge for building and running AI agents. The full write-ups, with their sources, are at agentnativeengineering.com. See you next time.